Thanks, guys. A lot to get to.
We start tonight with Iowa baseball. One Hawkeye baseball player has some pretty big shoes to fill after getting a shot at a new position. I found out how he plans to step it up.
The Hawkeye baseball team has high hopes heading into the start of their season. With 30 wins last season and a berth and win in the 2014 Big Ten tournament, the Hawks have some big shoes to fill and are ready for the challenge. One man in particular seems to have all eyes on him. Junior Nick Rossetti has possibly some of the biggest shoes to fill this season as he takes his spot at shortstop, replacing Jake Yasinich. Yasinich ended his career as a Hawkeye after being drafted in the 8th round of the 2014 Major League Baseball draft. Rossetti's teammates have no doubt that he will be able to step up and make things happen.
Nick Rossetti will step up in his spot. He's played before. He knows how to do the role. I think he'll do a great job there at shortstop. And I feel like that we have people that can step up in big situations.
This isn't Rossetti's first time playing shortstop, and he says it's right where he wants to be.
Shortstop, I've been playing that my whole life, going around position, playing there a little freshman year. But yeah, I think shortstop's the spot where I want to be.
Even though Rossetti does have some experience, he felt fortunate to have Yasinich there to give him some support in his new role on the team.
Yeah, he's just been, giving me little tips fundamentally, mentally be strong, just continue on doing what I'm doing. He has faith in me, so that's a really big confidence booster for me. Just continue what I'm doing.
Coach Heller says that with Rossetti stepping in, he doesn't think there will be much difference defensively.
I think the thing that you will see out of Rossetti defensively, we're not going to miss a whole lot. I mean, Jake was outstanding, as good as he gets, but Nick is really fast. He's tall. He's a taller shortstop, rangy. Arm is even a little stronger than Jake's. I mean, he's really throwing well across the infield. I'm excited for Nick. I know that with him knowing he's the guy, he's a different guy.
Taylor Bartz, Daily Iowan, TV Sports.
The Hawkeyes open up their 2015 season in Port Charlotte, Florida on Friday.
The first time Iowa and Nebraska squared off this season, it was an overtime thriller in Carver Hawkeye Arena.
The Hawkeyes now travel to Lincoln, Nebraska to take on the number 22 ranked Cornhuskers.
Well, especially a team, that's right behind us in the standings. If you tie, you want to have that. But it's really more importantly for us right now is the confidence that we can beat Nebraska again, and just going in there and feeling good about ourselves and coming out with that sweep. That's what everybody wants. And plus, we're a 6th in the RPI right now. We want to stay up there. We want to be a team that is talked about in those top 16 seeds. And the way you do that is you go on the road and you get a win at Nebraska.
With 3 Big Ten games in 5 days, Coach Bluter compares their upcoming schedule to that of a professional team.
The Iowa men's basketball team finds itself in the same situation as last year, currently 6-4 in conference play.
But the Hawkeyes are hoping for a different outcome. Basketball reporter Whitney Blakemore has more.
It is this point in the season the Hawkeye faithful know all too well. 10 games down and 8 games left in Big Ten play. Last season the Hawks were 6-4 at this point, the exact record they have now, but last year they ended up dropping 6 of their last 8. But this season things are looking to be a little bit different as they hit this home stretch with 2 big wins under their belt.
We just had to keep playing hard, keep playing for each other, and I think the past 2 bowl games you've really seen that. It's really been a selfless effort. It's been a unit out on the floor, playing for each other, and we're committed to that, and that's why we're playing so well the past 2 games. We just got to keep that rolling and keep winning.
In the past 2 games, the Hawks have been shooting better than 60%, and all 5 of their starters are averaging double figures.
If you get easy looks at the rim, you're going to shoot a high percentage. That's pretty simple. Everybody knows that. We're not taking as many tough contested shots as we maybe were early in the year, and we're moving the ball, getting easy looks. That always helps your percentages.
Bouncing back from 3 straight losses, the shooting easily one of their best 2 games of the season may just be the beginning of an uphill ending for Iowa.
How do we play today? And how can we be better tomorrow? And how can we get ready for Thursday? That's all we're trying to do. Now, if we end up, you look back and say, boy, they peaked at the right time, that's great. But, I don't look at it, I don't think we can look at it that way, to be honest with you.
Out of these 8 games left, Iowa's toughest matchup will be Indiana, who is currently tied for 2nd in the Big Ten at 7-4. But the rest of their opponents fill up the basement of conference standings. Whitney Blakemore, Daily Iowan, TV Sports.
If the Hawks can continue to keep their shooting accurate and defensive play up with this schedule, they'll have a much easier time finishing the season on a high note.
That's all the time we have tonight. Tune in tomorrow at the same time.
Hannah and Blake, back to you.